All right, 90 seconds to bet your bingo points. Let's read the card. This is Queen Dave versus Zohran Mamdani. As you can see, she's looking beautiful. Rage quit, drunk, sexual harassment, dumb as shit, cuck, fake as fuck, worries about paternity, pedo, misunderstands, oh god, slob, egg behavior, yelling, virtue signal, racism, please clap, again, does a voice, Dave growl, so yeah, sad quit, worries about money, argues with chat, fuck it, doesn't listen. 1 minute. 1 minute to bet your bangers. I'm gonna definitely schmork a little bit more. And grab myself a Dr. Pepper. A delicious Dr. Pepper. They should fucking sponsor me, dude. Do you think Dr. Pepper would ever sponsor a leftist streamer that's anti-corporation? I don't know. Seems like a pretty good deal for them. I like Dr. Pepper. Support them as long as they act ethically. Which they probably don't, ultimately. Not as ethical as I'd like to. Gotta drink something. 20 seconds. I was gonna say cents? That's not true. Seconds. It's a different measurement altogether. Aren't they Keurig? I don't fucking know. I like it. Pepsi is for liberals. See, I oscillate. I like a Diet Pepsi. I still like a Diet Coke, but I don't buy it nearly as often because fuck Coca-Cola. Not nearly. I have some Coke right now, but it was on sale. I pretty much just buy what's on sale because shit's expensive. All right. Here we go. I have root beer and Dr. P too. I like Liquid Death as well. All right, 25 minutes or so. Let's go.
All right, I did want to touch briefly on the election a couple days ago.
Yeah.
A lot of leftists are
happy
singing the praises that we swept. Well, now you didn't sweep. Republicans won their fair share of elections.
They really fucking didn't. They really didn't. Big Cope.
Get to them in a minute. The only truly lopsided victories...
Dude, she looks beautiful.
...were the ballot measures, and Democrats won their fair share, most notably Prop 50 out in California. And
wow. Stop. Stop it. No, this guy has a lot of self-destruction to go through. A whole lot of self-destruction to go through first.
Republicans won their fair share with lopsided victories. While I will say the election results were not close, they weren't exactly lopsided either. Brian, keep in mind, though, this is an off-year election in relatively blue states. And
such cope.
The Republicans, or MAGA, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, were still drunk on victory.
Drunk on victory a year later? 20 points. Yeah, shut up.
That being said, I think Spanberger and Cheryl will be largely ineffective. And largely mean less than nothing when it comes to the midterms in 2026. I assume both of them are going to assume office on January 20th or January 1st. I don't fucking know, and guess what? I don't fucking care.
I don't care. I don't have it.
Yeah, I want to talk about one race, and that is Zohran Mamdani.
This is all Queen Dave. Not only is it in Queen Dave, but this is also sassy and Queen. Mispronounces. Don't have it.
And I want every Democrat to know just how disastrous his election can be.
Oh my God.
Zohran Mandami won the election
Mondami.
fair and square with ranked choice voting, which I think is bullshit, but
Fair and square, which is, I think ranked choice voting is bullshit, but it was fair and square. It just doesn't make any sense.
whatever. It's what New York has.
It's a way more accurate way to vote.
He won with barely over 50% of the vote. But you have a bunch of people like Dave Portnoy, for example, already making plans to leave New York before he becomes mayor. And you have Mandami's plans, free buses, government-owned grocery stores, free this, free that, you know, free.
Misunderstands all of those policies. Free.
And here is what's going to happen if Mamdani gets his agenda pulled through. Because here's the here's the reality. Mamdani will take office January 1st, 2026.
There's something about his personality and the personality of guys like him where they'll say stuff like this. Like they hear other people say with authority, and this will happen on January 1st, 2026. And they feel like it's like a powerful way to end a sentence. They feel like it really, like it's a fact. It's information. So he could say that I'm a smart boy. I don't know. It's sassy. I'm sure somewhere deep in linguist terminology, there's something for when people really, really want to come across a certain way. Not as a voice.
The primaries are the first week in November, the first Tuesday in November.
Is this a video or a stream?
Mamdani will have 11 months. And New York is a microcosm of the nation. It is not the entire nation, but it is a microcosm of it.
Okay. So you're trying to wrap your head around how popular an open socialist was. Okay. Let's see.
Because New York is the world's largest city.
Is it? Is New York still the largest? I thought it was Tokyo.
It's a microcosm. Mamdani will have 11 months.
Isn't it Tokyo, or is there a bigger one? Biggest city population. Chongqing? Is that where Tokyo is, though? Tokyo. Population estimate 37 million. Delhi in India is 28.5 million. Shanghai, China, 25.5. Sao Paulo, Brazil, 21.6. Mexico City, 21.5 million. Cairo, Egypt, 20 million. Mumbai, India, 19.9 million. Beijing, China, 3 of the top 10 so far, 19.6. Bangladesh has the capital city of Dhaka with 19.3 million. Osaka, Japan has 19.2. And New York City at number 11 has 18.8 million. So in the United States, that's true. Next up for United States is number 24, Los Angeles. And Chicago. So where all the most of the people live, everybody that's where, of course, he hates all the people.
To allow every single Democrat.
So I guess we can click dumb as shit.
In every light red, purple, light blue, and maybe even solidly blue districts to make inroads. If Mamdani is allowed to do, I think, even half of what he is proposing, it will fuck New York up so badly that you're gonna see places flip that haven't flipped before.
Man. He is just... Ooh, by the way, free earlier. That's worries about money. I should have clicked it. I fucked up.
Assuming he didn't make it a full term, remember he'll have 2 midterms in his term. 2026 and 2028 before he's up for re-election. Assuming he doesn't get recalled, he's gonna drag Gretchen Whitmer down.
Gretchen Whitmer? Why? Why would... I'm confused. She's not a socialist. From what? She's not running for governor again, by the way. An anti-genocide, pro-Palestinian is running for governor. Let's go.
To the point that when she has to go for re-election again in damn near a year's time,
wait, do you think she's from wait. Yeah, I thought he meant like she's not up for re-election. She can't be governor again. So the governor of the other, you mean Hochul? Kathy Hochul? So different. Yeah, Gretchen Whitmer's the governor of Michigan, but she's not running again. She's probably running in the primary for president, frankly. I'd vote for her. She does a good job. If we can only choose liberals, she's like pretty progressive liberal. So I'd take it. She'd do a decent job, but she's not my number one choice for president at all.
It's 2026. When she has to seek re-election
at all.
He's going to be a fucking anchor.
Yeah, I just totally disagree.
Be an anchor to AOC. He's going to be an anchor to Baldian. He is right now one of the faces of the Democrat Party. So
the sounds. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's the face of the Democratic Party moving forward. He's going to do a great job. His policies make a lot of sense. They're fantastic. Everywhere that they've been implemented, they've worked. I mean, it's just obvious.
No, I do not despair that on election night we got swept. Was it as close as I wanted it to be? No. Was it surprising? No. These were all blue areas and
just a fucking Mississippi got wrecked, Virginia. I mean, he is just not in a fucking reality with us.
Trump was not on the
Georgia
ballot, nor was he campaigning.
Right. A total festive cope. He almost sounds like RFK. RFK wishes.
Nor should he have to. He's the president of the United States in his last term. So, and again. It also seemed, this is just my opinion, that it took the Democrats a lot to get accomplished what they did, and they barely did it.
I don't know what he means.
Cuomo,
sucks.
While it wasn't particularly close, did way better than I thought he would.
Oh my God.
Way better than the polls thought he would.
Uh-huh. He lost by like 10 points.
So
that's ridiculous.
Like I said, if anything, I want the right to view this as a wake-up call. You can't just sit out elections, even if Trump is not on the ballot, because this is it for Trump being on the goddamn ballot.
Oh, no.
And,
Is this his brain?
And yeah, I think Zohran Mandami is going to do such damage to New York, because again,
Damage.
New York can be used in New York City, can be used in any fucking race
New York City.
in this country. So I think he's gonna fuck it up so bad, they're gonna be like, look, you really want this? And it is already sent the Democrats into a spiral to get the most progressive socialist communist members elected.
I hope so. That would be lovely. Oh, man. Can you fucking imagine? Can you imagine thinking the Democrats were a leftist, mostly, like, voting bloc? Oh, my fucking God. We would get so much done. Oh. Seattle have a socialist candidate? Yeah. Boston won, too. A couple years ago, like last year. Oh, my God. We need it, dude. Socialism's coming. Let's go.
Via a general election or be a primary. And remember, the socialist, progressive, communists.
The socialist, progressive, communist, they're all the same to him, of course. He can't see the difference.
My state, Minnesota, and particularly Minneapolis, he didn't win. They elected the other guy for the third time. Anyway, that's all I got on this one.
The other guy? Oh my fucking God. I'm wearing my Pac-Man too today, am I? I think so. Look at me. Look at brothers. This is my Dave Pac-Man shirt. I'm wearing mine. Brothers. Dave Growl. Oh shit. Fuck it. We're a fuck it away.
Hello, my children.
Does a voice?
You shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere.
I think he just says stuff sometimes, you know?
Even though it wasn't actually Paul Revere, it was more like Idriel Bissell, but whatever.
It was Israel Bissell.
Yeah, Paul Revere actually rode about 13 miles. But Zohran Mandami has won, along with a few other leftist Democrats.
Is he fucking losing it? Is this over?
And I think Zohran Mandami is the best thing to happen to my side of things.
Okay. Oh, no. I can't click cope again.
Because by the time the midterms roll around, Zohran will have had basically a year. And he is going to send, in that time, New York City to hell in a handbasket. And while the leftists are celebrating, Spamberger won, the other bitch won.
Bitch?
Cheryl. And Mondami won. Well, you lost in Minneapolis.
Why is he saying that?
Yeah, a Democrat won, but he's not that. He's woke as hell, but he's like light woke.
He's woke as hell, but he's light woke. I don't even know. I don't even know who won. Fry, is he good? Do we like him? I have no idea. The socialists barely lost to the establishment guy.
And Republicans did win their fair share of elections, too. So before you start sucking each other's dicks, look at the board. Mamdani is one of the most high-profile now Democrats in the socialist, Democrat, socialist, whatever you want to call it, movement.
DSA?
Like, he theoretically could cost AOC her seat. And he is going to fuck New York up. And he is going to fuck New York up hard.
So what happens when he's successful? What do they do? What happens? What do they fucking do? Oh no, he's watching a VOD.
Yeah, you're right. Mamdani can't raise tax. Actually, in reality, a city planner has more power than...
Cope! Cope! This is Fox News bullshit. This is definitely the Morning Joe kind of fucking Cope.
Mamdani. That's just a fact.
Are not handling last night well. I think a lot of reasonable people...
I handled... What do you mean by handling it well? Making fun of you? Shooting out memes?
Shooting out memes?
I don't see any Republican in New York posting to TikTok of them crying or having
You're literally screaming right now.
a freak out. No, we posted some memes and then went to work. I
Uh-huh.
have not seen a freak out on the right.
I'm not freaking out!
Wait. Okay.
What, baby?
Hold on. So, do you know that very famous photo of, like, the lady in the green jacket that is with the beanie that's screaming that they used for woke images forever?
Yes.
Wasn't there some very prominent Republican or right-wing guy on Twitter who posted that picture unironically on the night of the elections and was like he was using that to represent that they lost?
That's funny.
Like, unironically, he was like, nah, I'm the triggered fucking wokey.
That's super funny. Michael Rappaport?
Was that it?
Michael Rappaport did? Wasn't Sean Hannity literally crying? I think maybe that's true. I definitely know, yeah. Alex Jones was crying.
I could be dead fucking wrong because
You
I haven't
are.
really looked for it. But
I'm going to argue it anyway. That's so Dave.
generally, when people on the right
So
or people like
Dave.
me, I am not of the right or the left.
Uh-huh.
But when my guy loses, I just go, oh, well, that sucks. Next.
understood that Mamdani was going to win. Nobody expected the broader Democrat.
I am not a Republican, though.
Uh-huh. Big Cope. Michael Rappaport? Oh, my God. He really just literally did. Fucking baby. That's funny.
I guess if you had to
Oh,
pick
did
me
you
with
check?
anything, I guess I'm on the side of
Uh-huh.
just comments. I am on
I
the
don't
side
agree.
of
The soy right. Wow.
what solves more problems than doesn't.
Brutalizing people, you think will work? Because his usual thing is like, we should beat them up. Like, do you think that's going to make people that don't fucking do anything wrong?
What solves the most problems? Again, I think
What solves the most problems? Okay, the problem is people are unhoused. What solves the more problems? Housing them or criminalizing them for being homeless? What solves more problems?
abortion is one of those necessary evils because it solves more problems than it creates.
Victory yesterday. Overwhelming victory in New Jersey, in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania.
Your victories, while they weren't close, they weren't exactly lopsided either. The only ones I'll say were lopsided was the ballot measures.
Big fucking Coke.
In Virginia, in Georgia, dude, Republicans lost their supermajority in Mississippi. They flipped
tough.
14 seats
That's fucking tough.
in Virginia. Atlanta shifted farther left than anyone ever expected.
Let's go.
Like,
In an off-year election. And you're
Oh my God, it's so much Coke.
talking about Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia is a purple state. And again, the Democrats were motivated this year. Guess what happens next year? Oh, suddenly the Republicans will be motivated. And maybe this is the slap in the face they needed. I will give you that, Vosh. But what happens next year when it's general elections? Again,
I'm not for any side. My team's gonna rally.
I would hate to think you guys put all this time, all this resource, and you're claiming this as some huge victory when it's an off-year election. What happens in 26 if there's a red wave?
What happens if there's a red wave in 26? In order to get a red wave in 26, material conditions would have to get so much better between now and then. Literally so much.
Because of all this bullshit. Just saying, bro. Just saying, bro.
Just saying, bro.
Like dozens of points further to the left than the voting was in 2024.
Real.
It's like Republicans just forgot they had anything to vote for. They just forgot. They forgot. They didn't show the up. The Democratic candidate who
You know what? I totally agree with him. I think Republican turnout was low because they were still drunk on victory from 2024.
Oh my god, dude. This is just a fucking cope fest. Ugh. They only care about Trump. Yeah.
And this is the slap in the face that reminded them, oh, we still need to vote. And then, Vosh, you're going to find out that there's more of us than there are of you. And am I a Republican? No. But right now, it seems that at least that side, or what is called that side, is more aligning with what I believe.
Why would he argue that he wasn't right-wing before, only to just, like, say it in every other way?
who had leaked text messages from 2022 where he joked about killing his political opponents, he won.
Yep.
By like 6 points.
That's about the only one that I was gobsmacked on.
What was that, John Jay or whatever? Is that who that was?
But Vashi?
Vashi?
Sweetie?
Sweetie? What a dumbass.
If it ever came down to it,
would you smooch him? And
you wanted to have a full-on civil war with people that disagree with you,
your site would be obliterated.
Aww. Fantasizes about violence.
Because you guys can't fight.
Yeah, Dave can. Yeah.
My side can.
The woman who leaked those texts, the Republican, she lost. It's unbelievable.
All right, fake as fuck. Shut up, David.
Unbelievable. Total Republican death.
And yeah, Hochul could literally be screwed out of re-election because of Mondani. She should be the one sweating the most bullets.
Looks like he got his correction in between videos.
Across the entire country. Prop 50, California, won. Unfortunately, Omar Fateh in Minneapolis lost. Unfortunately, the incumbent...
Yeah, except, guess what?
The incumbent won, yeah.
Guess what?
What, buddy?
If California wants to play the redistricting game...
They did because of Texas.
Conservative states can play that too.
But that's... No. Prop 50 was a reaction to conservative states doing that. Sorry, buddy.
And there's a lot more juice to squeeze out of the conservative states than the liberal states.
I just don't think there is. No, all the most populous places are in liberal states.
Republican states have a lot more juice.
They're just juicier, dude. You're right.
Democrats are overwhelmingly
dry and juiceless.
Unfairly represented in the House of House of
Republicans.
Representatives.
He wishes.
Massachusetts, 40% of the vote went for Trump, yet they do not have a single Republican representative.
Because 40%. Right. So, like, if everywhere they go, 40% of people vote for representation that isn't a Republican, or is Republican, I guess, then they're going to lose, right? Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because Massachusetts is gerrymandered to hell.
Okay. So it's bad? We could get rid of it? All right. I think we should get rid of the Electoral College, too. Yeah. I think we should get rid of it. Although that wouldn't... This districting is for, House and Senate. Well, House.
So if you want to play this game, Republicans have a lot more juice to squeeze out of their states.
I'm sure they would love to squeeze their states for all the juice they had.
Democrat Jacob Frey will be holding his position. That is very sad, though. Omar Fateh won a good.
I guarantee you, Hochul will try to tell Zohran what to do, and he won't listen.
Probably because she sucks.
He'll try to do what he wants to do. And Zohran, while not having the power that a lot of people think he has, he does have power.
He does. He will. They're gonna do a good job.
So,
yeah.
Ran a good
Fuck you, dude. Just say it.
campaign, and if we
unless an insane scenario happens where Hochul calls in the National Guard to get control of New York City, because I guarantee you, New York City's going to go crazy after the first of the year.
could just be real.
I mean, Mamdani has already said instead of cops going to a domestic dispute or a domestic violence call, he wants to send social workers. Yeah, that'll help.
So yes, it does help. Cuomo fan, yeah. So sending people to domestic, it's not always domestic abuse or whatever. It's just like issues with people need in their homes that don't require cops. They can have wellness come instead of someone trying to get them for a crime. Definitely helps.
For a second, Omar would have.
Oh, and also, Zohran Mamdani's transition team is all women. Yeah, we've seen how well women lead things.
Great.
One, if
Please clap. Wow. We got the misogyny too, but please clap. A fart noise. Great work. An excellent insight, sir. Not an argument, of course. Should we put not an argument on the card? Not for when he says it, but for when he doesn't give an argument. So we could use that on him. That'd be funny.
if he was a white guy.
Lena Khan is an amazing addition. I mean, I think they're going to do a great job.
We can just, we don't have to parse words on this. If he was a white guy, Omar was
Thank you for your subscription or donation.
running at a buff by being a black guy who also
Hello,
had
the
kind of
Jews.
like a little bit of a dead fish-eyed stare. No hate, Mike Ehrmantraut, maybe my favorite character from the show, but it is worth pointing out. You mean nerf? Yeah, massive nerf, debuff. He got a debuff. Seattle mayorship right now.
Him trying desperately to relate to the kids and their parlance as it slips away from him as he ages into his 30s.
Now, we'll talk about the Seattle mayorship in a second, right?
Oh, yeah, he
Just watching a Voshvod, that's right.
Now,
Great! Thank you for your input, David. Appreciate it.
I think that her odds are
Well, his campaign is over, Power Falcon. He was elected.
Okay, he's not listening to what's happening on screen. He's just reading the chat.
are greater than a coin flip. Greater than a coin flip, okay? I'm going to say that. But listen, Republicans are not doing well.
Beard petting is fuck, obviously.
Republicans are not doing well. The right is in full retreat because of a couple of races in and off your election. Again, Vosh, do you not see the board? The Republicans just got slapped. Or at least the people that voted for Trump got slapped. What do you think is going to happen in 26 when it's a much more general election?
He said they got slapped.
And a lot of governors are up for re-election.
Well, man, wouldn't it be lovely to flip some states blue? Blue no matter who, unless they're socialists, right, Chuck Schumer? Fascinating. If I was a journalist, I would ask Chuck Schumer if he still thinks blue no matter who is a good strategy going into this next election cycle. And I think Chuck Schumer would say, yes, absolutely. And then I would say, what about Zohran Mamdani? And then he would say, you got me, buddy. I'm stepping down from the United States Senate. And then I would be a hero.
Again, you did win.
Again.
I will say you did win handily in blue states.
Got him.
The only one that surprised me was Jersey.
all.
I thought Jersey be closer.
I see the vision. That's all
But
it takes.
what happens when it's the midterms and there's a lot more activity? Again, it seems like you got...
I genuinely think if we have real socialists running for office, they will start winning their seats. For real.
Let's put everything...
I should run. I need someone to set me up and just tell me what to do and make me their little mayor guy, and I'll do all the things you ask me. That's what I need. But that's not how that works. So I think I would have to get into politics and, like everything else, make it happen. And I just don't feel like I want to do that. I personally feel like there's better fits. Someone who hasn't said that they think all religious people are fucking just wacky. That'd help. I think they won't like that.
Just to win an off-year election.
You can try to sum it up. You can try to, here's 57 responses from 57 different men, But
Kyle Kalinske alluded to running. That'd be fucking hilarious. Let him. I don't care.
there's a whole lot
We should all run. I kind of agree.
of this shit right now from Dan Crenshaw, who no one cares about anymore. Hot take from last night. Despite the
I guarantee you... Well, let's see. 391 comments, 239 retweets, about 2,000 likes from 8:02 a.m. November 5th.
Oh my god, dude.
When the hell did Vosh post this? Okay, 4 hours ago, and it's the next day, so he probably recorded this 24 hours ago.
Uh-huh. What are you trying to say? That Dan Crenshaw has more Twitter likes? Actually?
the media narrative, there was no victory for Democrats last night. That's all you need. Seriously. Sure. There's 100,000 Republican takes out there. A lot of them are some version of this. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I have never...
Yeah.
I haven't heard...
You've been literally saying this from the start. Like you are actually parroting the exact thing written on screen, like a dope.
Well, actually,
how do you like? His disagreement runs so deep. Now, are you going to be able to disagree with this if you just said it out loud? Like this is what he's running into, the dissonance.
Outside of, again, the ballot measures, Democrats didn't win any race decisively.
You're just agreeing.
Again.
Oh my fucking God.
They won comfortably, but they didn't win decisively.
Never in my life.
Comfortably, but not decisively. What's decisive? 20-point win? 20 points. It was incredibly decisive. The decision was literally made. Decisive in the most literal sense. 'Twas decided.
I've seen an off-season election.
And again.
Say fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Ah, fuck it. Ah, fuck
yeah,
it.
it's an off-year election.
Go this like partisan. I've never seen this much of an upset.
Jake growl.
Again, I would agree with you, but Republicans won their fair share. They still maintain control of the House.
Dude,
I don't get this ridiculous narrative. All right, but I'm done with Vosh. His voice is annoying. And now we're going to...
What the fuck? This voice is annoying.
Look at a typical Mondami voter as soon as I get another beer. God, that is...
I'm clicking sad quit. It just feels sad. It felt sad. Aw. God, dude.
Now look, I truly think that
It's remarkable.
It's
remarkable.
And the bitch
She doesn't have to quit the stream for a quit.
in Virginia
You can quit a call. You can quit a video. You can quit anything.
will largely lead to less than nothing. Mom Donnie was the one that I wanted to get elected because this dipshit is young, he's hungry, and he really thinks he can do something.
Wow.
And I will say, let him do it, and let him run New York City
Fuck it.
into the goddamn ground.
NPC
Because
dialogue
that
tree.
will be
Fuck it.
used by everyone
Fuck
and
it.
their mom, and in 26, a lot of these people are going to have to face general elections.
Just repeats himself.
Mamdani barely won, and it was closer than most people would have liked. He won a ranked choice voting run. Yeah,
We should have national ranked choice voting for sure.
try Mamdani, and I know the Democrats are going to start jacking this guy off and jacking his ideas off. Try
They definitely ought to.
running that anywhere purple.
Can you just imagine if in your community, wherever you live, there was a grocery store that you could go to that you knew would always be cheap and quality, and that you knew was supporting your local community directly. Would you go? Because I think most people would. Cheap especially. That's what's going on here. It pays for itself.
So, yeah.
How are we going to pay for it with tax money? With tax dollars.
Okay, where the tax dollars come from?
Tax dollars are coming from all of the billionaires and wealthy people.
Well, they already pay, the top 1% already pays 50% of all taxes.
They should pay 99%. They should pay 99% of it. They make, or however much wealth they have. They make 80% of the wealth. They should pay 80% of it. Maybe even more because they don't personally need it. Like, what? They make 99%. They should pay 99%. Exactly. Eat shit. There should be a wealth cap. I think $1 billion will sustain us playing this game forever. 10 million would be even better. I would love to see a world where we could agree that $10 billion is all you can make in a year personally. Anyone with a job shouldn't need Snap to eat. Snap shouldn't even be a thing because we should just have... Everyone should just have what they need. I don't mind if you Okay. I don't even mind if you go to the store and you have a card and it's just the same as your ID and it's just boop, this is what you needed, so that we can keep track as a census of what community needs there are, and then we can make sure that is happening. You don't need all the markets all the time. We can have some. We could do it, dude. We could do it. We could just be oh, we need onions and potatoes, Let Doritos figure their part out.
Yeah.
Can you
IRS data reflects that the top 1% already pays 50% of all taxes.
That's not how much profit they make, though. They own fucking the bulk of the wealth by a long shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's not enough. Hacking
That's
coffin.
the top of that 50%.
Ew.
The tippy top, the 0.1%.
Are literally getting that tax money back in their, chancery, with their subsidies, and their government contracts and shit. I mean, it's just fucking temporarily not theirs.
About 90% of that bill.
But I ask you, so if you tax the rich to oblivion,
Yes.
what happens when the rich leave the city? Who's to tax then?
They won't leave the city.
Why not?
It's New York City. Where are they going to go to do the business they need to do in the city? You're trying to pretend that the billionaires that go there aren't the billionaires because they do it in New York City. The reason they have the money is because of where they do it, and it's the like it helps it happen. New York City has the infrastructure for it. It has the accommodations for that kind of crowd. If those people leave, new people will move in that will become billionaires. Yeah, they're just going to sell their assets, right? They're not going to do business in the world's most, or in America's most, like, rich fucking city. The GDP is 1.2 trillion. Yeah, literally.
They've already done it in California.
Because in New York State, we have Wall Street. They're not leaving. And so what
You
if
think they can't leave? Then who are you going to tax when they leave?
The larger metro area is 2.4 trillion total. Wow.
We're just going to continue taxing people. But
The middle class, right?
Yes, actually, the middle class.
Oh, okay, so you explained it. So we're going to tax the shit out of the middle class when the rich people leave after you tax the shit out of them.
I think we should tax the shit out of everybody. Yes, I think the middle class should be taxed 50% like it does in Sweden.
How do you live in?
Yeah, and this.
I mean, I don't think we need to do this the way that we're talking, but that's okay. Yeah. He really owned the random lady. This is a stupid hypothetical. It really is.
This is why everyone hates living in Europe.
Highest happiness quotients on the planet come from places like Sweden, Switzerland, the Nordic countries, Canada,
New York and not know
Greenland.
people commute from New Jersey to lower their taxes. This has been going on my entire life, and I live nowhere near New York City. Liberals really are the most uninformed morons on.
No, they just think that everyone
I definitely think liberals are uninformed.
can live for the collective good. That's their problem. They think that everyone can live for the collective good.
I don't know. That's not live for the collective good. I think you can live for yourself. I don't think we need this is capitalists are obsessed with the idea that everyone needs to work. I think the opposite. I don't think everyone needs to work. I think everyone should be able to work if they want to. That's it. The greater good. Society, like I don't even think you have to be actively motivated in society's betterment to have a system that does that for you. You know what I mean? Like, it just incentivizes you to do the things we need done. You could be purely selfishly motivated to have a good life and be a quality citizen and friend and, like, member of society without ever thinking about... Like, you could get to a... This is just how society is standpoint of, like, we take care of the sick. We make sure that they have hospitals, and we house everybody, and everybody can have an education. Like, we don't even have to think about that kind of stuff at a certain point. You're 2 generations away after you implement that from it just being so normalized that people don't even talk about it. In the same way that they normalize all sorts of bad shit. Say fuck it, idiot. Or so
guess what? They can't. Because human beings are individuals.
Yes. And you vote for a party that tries to make them assimilate to a specific way of living, and you don't understand the incongruence between those thoughts because you're an idiot.
God, AI ads are becoming more and more common.
25 aircraft advent calendar.
I'm sorry, this is an AI ad.
Behind each of these 24 doors is a detailed...
I think this is actually real, but I think the rest of it is an AI ad.
And I believe...
That's capitalism, baby.
So now we're going to deal with Kyle, who's all smug and fucking hungry and blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Fuck.
Rest in piss, bozos. Woke is back.
He's so mad.
No, woke ain't fucking back, dickhead. You won some off your elections in deep blue districts, and you didn't even do as well as you should have.
This is a little something we like to call a celebration day. That feel good, doesn't it? That feels real.
Tell you what. Sir Q3255. I'm in an unusually benevolent mood. I'm going to go take a restroom break. I'll be right back.
I'm in a benevolent mood. I'm going to go piss. Let's go. Let's better videos. It was just good. It was fine and good. And it was also a ding-no. Look at that card. What a dodge, ding-knowers. The ding-knowers are dodging, dude. Look at you go.